I'll get it. I hear them talking about rubber band.
They knew rubber band. That's another argument. Brooklyn always said, "Nah, rubber band's from Brooklyn, from Brooklyn." Wrong again. They proved where that he was from the Bronx and he died in the Bronx. He died right around in this is St. Mary's Park. He died outside of St. Mary's Community Center. He was there when he got stabbed and when Rubber Band got stabbed and died. You know, actually all three of them were there, but he was there where he saw the fight. You know, so.
And there's still killings in St. Mary's Park, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bananas. That park.
I was mad that I couldn't get a permit. Like they said, oh. It's like, I know your permit says you can go till 9 o'clock, but you know you're only gonna go till like 7 or 7:30. I'm like, what? And then I was like, what's going on? And they're like, oh yeah, there's a homicide right there right now. If you'd like to go over and look at it. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
People gotta get killed in the park. I'm trying to jam in. It's messing my whole game plan up. And it was a stabbing in the daytime. But you know what's the funny thing about Brooklyn was they were trying to say that P.D.J. Jones was from Brooklyn too. And he's like a disco DJ that precedes hip hop, and they were trying to claim him, and then he was from the Bronx too. And I was like, yeah.
I mean, not to take away from Brooklyn, they do have history, you know, but they were trying to be the gatekeepers and say we did all this. We created rocking, we created the jerk, we created the Burns. Rubber Band was from here, you know, and they OD'd with it to the point where they were even saying, oh yeah, well maybe some guys from the Bronx came to Brooklyn, saw us rocking, and then created b-boying. And they wanted to take credit for the beat. I was like, nah. I was like, nah, dude. This is gonna stop right here. And so I got tired of arguing, and I picked up my camera, started making calls. So I could, why should I argue? Argue with these dudes, you know?
Yeah. They were actually there.
Either one, I don't think I can do now. You do all this sitting, so I want to keep spin, and then go down, and go down again. So that was it. That was how I was going down
He broke down the drops and all that. But again, you can watch all this on YouTube. But I'm gonna show you the Enoch's jerk, and then he talks about who he saw do it, and it's Manhattan guys from where I came from, Spanish Harlem. This guy Habichuela, which means bean in Spanish, and Little, and a guy named Little. He said those were the guys, and a lot of people say that Rubber Band was one of the main guys who created the jerk. So Rubber Band, now that we've established he's from the Bronx.
Katrina lives here.
Okay, so I'm trying to find somebody because there's a lady who left something from a party last night, and I want.
Katrina went upstairs. You might have to.
You got a number?
No, I don't.
No, rock in its primitive form was very kind of like violent, where they would dance and.
Where's Enoch's jerk? Right here. Saw that?
Yeah.
Sick, dude.
Sick.
And you know what killed me? I'm gonna tell you what killed me, bro. That before I put out this is like 6 or 7 clips. I put out a teaser trailer. And there's another guy named Sam Lugo that I interviewed. I'll show you him briefly. Who also does a jerk from Brooklyn. He's also like 51, 52 years old. So when I put it on the Rock Dance Forum, which is a forum where a lot of us debate and
On Facebook.
Oh yeah, this is some of the Rock Dance stuff.
Yeah.
So when I put the trailer, you see Enoch do a jerk, you see Sam do a jerk. They only gave props to Sam because they know he's from Brooklyn. And they didn't give props to Enoch. And I'm like, dude, you didn't see that jerk there? I mean, it's like, you can't be that blatantly biased, you know what I mean? Or maybe you can be,
I remember there was the orange peel, and then it was the south side. Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's on YouTube. Floor Phantom. Yeah, watch this dude's jerk. I don't know if you saw this yet. Right here. They're talking about who they saw doing the jerk. You know how Brooklyn always spends the jerk?
It was good and Phil I did the most of. That's always, okay?
And he just said he's from El Barrio. That's what we call Spanish Harlem, El Barrio.
Yeah, that was the jerk, and so this. But that's the move that Bill was doing, where him and Rubber Band were partners. And I also seen Detroit did it, but he did it like a style with his arms like this. Right. You know, that hook. Yeah. You know? Bill was doing it with his hands go like this, at the same time going down.
Watch his jerk, baby. Woo! And came up with flavor, you know?